for June the 21st, 2022. This was a pretty decent show. So, we kicked the show off with a decent match between Santos Escobar and Grayson Waller. So basically, Solo, he dominated most of the match. Then towards the end, Waller was able to unloose the turnbuckle pad and hit the stunner for the 1, 2, 3. I'm like, what the fuck? What the fuck is going on? I like Grayson Waller, but man, he has got to change that finisher. He's got to change it. He has got to change that finisher. Like, that thing is awful. Then we had Katana Chance and Kaden Carter taking on Valentina Perez and Elisa Leon, with Chance and Carter picking up the win, which makes sense. Then we got a video package hyping up Jordan Devlin, aka JD Fadon. So he's gonna be doing a rich Irish boy gimmick, which is pretty cool. I'm down for that. I feel like Jordan Devlin should have been in NXT. I want to say around the middle of 2019, so around, I'd say, June to about August. At the absolute latest, early pandemic, like 2020, like January or February. But he should have been in NXT about 3 years ago. A little bit too late, but I'm glad he's here. They need to be moving a couple more people from NXT UK over to NXT. Just my opinion. I don't watch enough of NXT UK to know it all that well, but I'm thinking about actually getting into it, because some of these other talent are shipped back and forth from NXT to NXT UK and vice versa. So I'm loving the crossover shit. Tony D'Angelo, earlier in the night, he cut a promo saying that tonight he's going to become the new North American champion, and that Legato, they're going to fall in line, and they're not going to screw things up. And he says that Elektra Lopez is away on business, so she's staying in line. She's doing what she's told to do. And I'm like, okay, I wonder what that is. But I heard that she's been on Level Up, so that's all right, I guess. Then we had Joaquin Wilde and Cruz de Tora versus Roderick Strong and Damon Kemp. Damon Kemp is the brother of Gable Stevenson, which is fucking awesome. I like Damon Kemp. He's pretty okay. He didn't do too much in NXT UK. I'm glad that he's here. So basically, Stacks and Two Dimes, they got involved towards the end of the match, which allowed Roderick Strong to hit his leaping knee for the 1, 2, 3, causing more dissension between Legato and the family. Now, this was the last official taped episode of NXT. I think that next week is going to be live. So, with that being the case, how are they going to rectify all this? Like, seriously. Because we know that Two Dimes is out. We know that he's not coming back for at least a year for whatever he did. I'm still trying to figure what he did. Like, what the fuck? Like, damn. We got a pretty good promo by Wesley. He talked about his pain, He needed to prove himself. He felt bad for all the stuff that he did. He was just trying to find himself. We're now past the Sangha and Zion Quinn stuff. And then Trick Williams finally, thankfully, came out and interrupted Wesley. He mocked him, made fun of him for losing his tag team partner, and he refused to have a match with him. He said, "Nah, I'm gonna do what you did to your friends, and that's just leave." So this is really good shit right here. Finally, we see uh, Williams be on his own. Trick Williams desperately needed to get away from Carmelo Hayes' shadow for a little bit. Like, they're glued at the hip. I'm like, nah, that's not good. I mean, we all know that Williams can go. We all know that Trick can go. Then we got a really good pre-recorded interview, pre-tape interview by Tiffany Stratton, who completely destroyed Wendy Chu on the mic. Like, damn, she literally just, made fun of her, saying that she's never hit a gym. She doesn't even know a guy named Jim. Stratton is she's stacked, she's built, nice body, nice physique, attractive. I think she'll do well on the main roster. I do see her as a future NXT Women's Champion for sure. And looking back on it, I feel like she should have won the breakout tournament. We'll talk about that because of what Roxanne Perez does later on in the show. But we'll talk about that. Speaking of Roxanne Perez, so Toxic Attraction, they come out and they talk shit, and then they call out Perez along with Cora Jade. And so basically, Roxanne Perez, she basically cashes in her breakout contract trophy or whatever it's called, which is so stupid because if they were gonna go with Nikita Lyons from the start, they should have went with Nikita Lyons. What's the point of Roxanne getting all these wins? It's supposed to allow her to be the champion, to go for the title, not titles, the title, to make herself a star. But I guess they're not ready for her yet. Her and Cora Jade definitely need some character work, character development. At some point, they both do not sound good on the mic. They sound like children, and it's not a good look. Jade sounds like she's like at least, I want to say 15. Roxanne Perez probably about 14. I don't like that. I do not like that. But if they were going to go with Nikita Lyons from the start, they should have. If they weren't going to go all the way with Roxanne, then just don't do it. Don't even do it. But it is what it is. We got an interview by Giovanni Vinny. So he promised to class up NXT, but Ikemen Jiro, he challenged him to a match. I guess we'll get that next week. I feel bad for Ikemen Jiro. Kushida, he's back in New Japan, which I expected. There's not much Jiro can do in NXT. He's just going to be a job guy. And if he goes to the main roster, he's going to be a part of the 24/7 crew. Like, off rip, like off the jump, he's going to be part of the 24/7 crew. Bench is going to be like, damn it, pal, you're going to be part of the 24/7 crew, damn it. We got a really good video package by Apollo Crews, and he basically took out some guys. So he's almost like a Batman / Daredevil type of character. I like that shit. We had a good match between Cameron Grimes and Eder Sanofe. Grimes wins via the cave-in. I feel like Grimes is going to kind of turn like a slow heel, I would imagine, in due time. Breaker then congratulated Cameron Grimes, and then Grimes said, "Look, I'm going to beat you at the Great American Bash." Grimes shook hands with Enefe and Malik Blade. Then we had boring as fuck Von Wagner and Brooks Jensen. I don't give a single fuck about any of this bullshit. Total bullshit. Didn't even watch the match. I just know who won. Um, basically, Von Wagner wins via like a Death Valley driver, I guess, for the three. Who cares? Moving on, we had the same thing happen with Alba Fire and Last Legend. Get Last Legend the fuck off my TV. Boring as fuck. Has no charisma. Just she doesn't need to be there. Does not need to be there. Why is she there? Why? This woman is awful. Awful. Get her off my damn TV. She's awful as fuck. Get her off. So Alba Fire wins via DQ. She was hit via her baseball bat by Lash Legend. Who cares? Like, ugh. We got a pre-tape interview that Nikki Lyons. She warned that she's done waiting and she's gonna return next week, which is gonna be awesome. Then Joe Gacy told the Dyad that the success they would find next would be sweeter than any goal they won before. So that let me know when he got that promo. That let me know that that's probably gonna be the grizzled young vets, I would imagine. Then we had the main event: Tony D'Angelo versus Cameron Grimes. I mean, no, my bad. Tony D'Angelo versus Carmelo Hayes for the NXT North American Championship. This is a really good match. I enjoyed a couple of spots here. In the end, D'Angelo was double crossed by Legato, and basically, D'Angelo wanted the advantage, so he wanted Escobar to handle the brass knucks. Escobar completely ignores him. Literally hands the brass knucks to to Hayes, and Hayes hits a nasty right hand for the 1-2-3. D'Angelo is pissed as fuck, and the two factions stare each other down. So I'm guessing they're gonna do loser leaves NXT, maybe like a false count anywhere. Loser leaves NXT. That being D'Angelo and Escobar, because you can't do the faction warfare anymore because of 2 dimes being gone. So yeah, there's that. So this was a pretty okay episode of NXT. I enjoyed it. It was fun. There were some lows, but for the most part, this was a pretty decent show. So now, thank you guys for watching. Hit the like button, comment down below. I'll catch you guys later. Peace.
Alright.